Elizabeth loves Lucky. They just hit a bit of a rough spot, and you're not helping matters.
No, I am not remotely to blame for Elizabeth and Lucky's marital problems.
No, maybe you're not, but he still needs his family.
But if you love your brother so much, why would you want him chained to an unfaithful, frigid woman like Elizabeth?
I don't think that I'm out of line wanting to sleep with my wife. But you keep finding ways to push me away.
Sex isn't going to fix anything.
The truth
Lucky.
is that you don't want us to work. You're forcing me to be the one who leaves.
Jackson, Carly, and my two nephews could be in danger, and they're my only priority.
I'm handling it.
Am I kidding, Trevor Lansing? If Sonny hasn't given you the order, he will. The man is worth far more alive.
Trevor wants you to tell me something. Since when do you need someone to put words in your mouth?
I don't. From either of you.
Drake Sr. paged me?
Mr. Persky is 50 years old. He's been having disequilibrium and hearing loss. He came in complaining of severe facial numbness.
Acoustic neuroma. I did some x-rays. Mr. Persky's tumor is benign, still operable with minimum risk.
Well, I have a drug protocol that speeds up the tumor shrinkage. I think that's why Noah called
I
me
don't
to...
think the patient should wait.
He doesn't need surgery yet.
He does if he wants to avoid permanent hearing loss.
So in other words, you're going for the quick fix based on fear.
Can you give us a second, please? Don't do this.
What? Your medical opinion is the exact opposite of mine. What else is there?
You're bringing our breakup into the hospital. It's not helping anyone, least of all the patient.
Lucky, you sent the kids to my grandmother's house when I asked you not to. I'm worried they might be in danger.
You wanted to avoid having dinner with me. We haven't even had sex since Jason's trial.
Yeah, but you've been a little mad with me.
Don't I have a right to be?
It's just not very conducive to intimacy.
Oh, because you're still focused on Jason?
And you're coming on to me as a substitute for Sam.
Lucky's been through hell in this past year. Now, admittedly, it's partly due to his own making, but...
But what? Lucky's gone through rehab and taken all the blame, while Elizabeth has been playing the self-righteous saint.
Sam, every relationship goes through periods of struggle, but if you're committed to one another, you just work it out. That's what
No,
you do.
you wind up being miserable because you're hanging on to a dream instead of having the strength to face reality and actually move
Do
on.
you have any idea how much anger and bitterness is in everything that you say?
Yes, I'm aware of it. And have you ever heard the expression, the truth hurts? Because I'm still trying to find ways to deal with the truth of what Jason and Elizabeth did to me.
Okay. Well, any consideration to maybe that's why you're suddenly so interested in Lucky?
You don't know everything.
No, you're right, I don't. But I do think that you believe sleeping with Lucky would be a real nice slap in the face to Jason and Elizabeth. And if that's true, what happens to Lucky? What then?
You know what happens? It's called mutual consent. I'm certainly not forcing Lucky into doing anything he doesn't want to do.
Right, but he has a family.
Yeah, I know. You keep mentioning that.
Well, think about it for a second then. And you come on to Lucky, you get to have your fun. And why wouldn't you? You have nothing to lose. But Lucky, he throws his family away for the second and the last time. So in the end, he's the only one who's sorry.
Are you sure about that?
You and I are actually quite similar. We're logical and practical with a small reserve of sentimentality towards the few people for whom we lay down our lives. Emotion doesn't interfere with our decision-making process. Sonny, on the other hand, is a morass of psychological complications. Reason doesn't even factor in. Sonny is simply unable to think clearly.
Why do you want to save Trevor?
Because Trevor is the best link to Anthony Zakara, who I'm sure you're aware of is the real threat. Trevor has some information we can use to our advantage.
Trevor's not going to give information up on Zakara.
Oh. Well, I have some ways around that.
I'm a businesswoman.
With a career that I gave.
No, Trevor. No. The truth is, you gave me the opportunity to advance, which I am grateful. But I had the talent and the drive and the ambition to rise to the top of my profession. And now I have responsibilities to that career and the hundreds of people it employs.
I respect that.
Then I need you to respect that I can't deliver on the demands of my job if I am personally involved with your drama with Trevor or yours with Sonny. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be the cheerleader caught between the rebel biker and the captain of the football team. I have priorities. I need to get back to my life and my work, and that is why I'm terminating my relationship with you.
Why wouldn't Lucky want me? I'm available and reasonably attractive.
Well, I'm your cousin. I'll stay away from that one.
That's right. You are the Cassadine Prince, which means you want a cold, calm mate for your blue, lifeless blood. Well, you know what? Your brother happens to be warm-blooded. He's attracted to me, and the feeling is mutual.
Sam, anyone can have sex.
Not Lucky. In his own home, apparently.
Well, what happens in Lucky's home is between he and Elizabeth, I believe.
You would be surprised what he's told me.
Really? And I bet you're all too ready to sympathize, aren't you?
Why do you treat your brother like he's helpless? Lucky does happen to have a mind of his own, believe it or not.
Come on. Come on. You're playing on that anger of his, aren't you?
We've both been wronged. We have a lot more in common than you would ever think. We've been betrayed and hurt and lied to and...
Yes, of course, all of the above. But the difference is you chose to leave Jason. Lucky chose to stay with Elizabeth. You see what I mean?
No, I appreciate Lucky. Unlike his wife and his brother who thinks that he needs to be protected from himself. I see him for the strong, capable man that he is.
You see him as a way to get revenge.
Lucky's pride and self-esteem has been beaten to a pulp by his whiny little wife. He needs somebody that has faith in him, somebody who has the decency to be upfront and honest.
Okay, well then be upfront and honest with him and tell him the only reason you want to sleep with him is to get back at Jason.
Look, there have been times in my life when information was the only weapon I could use to survive. I hone my skills at acquiring it. I can get what I need out of Trevor, but for that, I need him alive.
I'm not in a position to make any guarantees.
Oh, come on, look, I know that you're loyal to Sonny, but you're more than capable of thinking on your own.
I'm not striking a deal with you, Jerry.
If Trevor Lansing is found floating face down in the harbor, Zakara will retaliate, and Carly and her children will be the logical targets. Letitia's death was only a warning. Imagine the damage if Zakara really does go for the jugular. Think about that.
The magazine has begun to suffer because I haven't been giving it my full attention.
You work hard.
I used to work a great deal harder. Others are beginning to notice the lapse. Our advertisers, for example. My relationship with you is a distraction I can't afford.
I thought we settled this.
My first commitment is to Couture.
Okay, you know what? Look at me. There's something else going on.
I realize that this is
Okay,
uncomfortable.
okay,
and
something's changed, and you're not telling me what's going on. Is that piece of garbage threatening you?
I don't need threats from Trevor.
Is that a yes or no?
It's a no to you.
Oh, okay. So we're over?
So
Just like that?
I would like you to leave.
You heard the lady.
I am giving my honest opinion based on what is best for the patient. That has nothing to do with our personal problems.
I know all the key words. quick fix out of fear. It sounds like a recap of the fight we had when we thought you were pregnant.
Well, you were scared, and going after Layla certainly seemed like a quick
Don't bring
fix.
Layla into this.
Excuse me.
The patient needs surgery.
His condition is not life-threatening.
If your protocol doesn't work and the tumor grows, the chances of him suffering post-surgical hearing loss are much greater, and Mr. Persky is a musician.
He's a church organist.
I talked to him. His passion is playing the organ. I wouldn't want him to risk giving that up.
You're a brilliant surgeon, but there is always a risk with any surgery.
Robin, this surgery is the best option for him.
It's a compromise.
I can do this, Robin. And for Mr. Persky, it preserves what's important to him in his life.
Fine. Set up the surgery. I'll go help Dr. Rinaldi with a forensic
Still
case
like
he
you to
wanted me to
consult
help.
on this.
I just did.
Now, I know that defiance runs in your family, young lady, but that is no reason for you to run off with an anthropoid just to prove your point.
That's brilliant, Father. Insult the lowlife so that Lulu feels obliged to defend him.
I will not allow you to throw your life away, Lulu.
You're not my keeper, Tracy.
This is the one time it would be wise to listen, Miss Lulu.
You know, I think I just saw him pocket a family heirloom. Just say the word, I'll have him arrested.
Scott, you're not helping.
Go ahead, guys. Call the cops.
You would arrest your own son?
We haven't got the blood results back, okay? So that's a moot point. Not that it would matter, would it, Pops?
Oh, he's Scott's all right. He's got that same shifty expression.
You have a keen eye for the obvious, don't you?
Tracy, would you stop bickering with Alan and focus before your stepdaughter ruins her young life?
Listen up, people. I have a symposium tomorrow, and you have exactly 5 minutes to settle all of this so I can do my notes in peace.
I can put a cross-faced chicken wing on him if you want, Dr. Q.
Stop it. All of you, none of you get a say in any of this.
Of course we do. And you are not going anywhere if I have to chain you to a chair.
Oh, that'll win her over.
Come on, we're leaving.
All right. Alice, stop them.
Don't you even think about it, Alice.
Listen to reason.
Forget reason. Luke is the ace up your what's it, use it.
Lulu, if your father finds out that I let you move in with Scott Baldwin's son, he's gonna divorce me.
Oh, well, then what's keeping you here? Just take the monkey and run.
Lulu is not going anywhere. Logan is another story. Go put that cross-hatched turkey thing on.
Don't even think about it, or I will spill my guts about the boathouse.
What about the boathouse?
Look, one discussion at a time. Let these young rebels go. If it will get Luke Spencer, that reprobate, out of this family and this house, any sacrifice is worth it.
Shame on you, Mr. Q.
Look, I can check that boathouse myself. And don't you worry about your things, dear. We'll just send them on right over.
Edward, shut up.
Let's go.
All right. Listen, I know you want to get out of here, but you got options, you know? Go stay with Aunt Bobby. Leslie, Lucky, anybody but him.
You follow your heart's desire, little lady.
Poor father, he's going to be so disappointed when Luke shows up again, regardless of where Lulu is living.
Daddy, how can you be so self-serving?
Lulu, don't let this grifter take advantage of you. You know what? Enough, all right? Lulu doesn't need any of you people. She's got me, and we'll be just fine. No, come on, you're making a huge mistake. Don't leave for this lizard, all right? Come on.
Stop by and visit, okay?
Lulu! Oh. Lulu, come back here!
Too late. She's gone.
The doctor will be out to speak with you as soon as he's done.
Thank you.
What are they waiting for?
Mr. Persky. That's his niece and her son. They just heard he went into surgery. And the last I heard, you were recommending an alternate course of treatment.
I did.
It's not like you to back down.
I accuse Patrick of having a knee-jerk reaction when he suggested surgery. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one that's having it. I'm second-guessing all my instincts. Patrick and I broke up.
So now you're gonna doubt yourself as a woman and a doctor.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
Why don't you have a glass of iced tea? You look like you could faint.
I did what you wanted. I told Sonny we're through.
And you were very convincing.
I tried to be as believable as I could.
You have a gift, a penchant for pragmatism, Catherine.
So, Call the advertisers and tell them to renew their contract with Couture.
We should talk about that.
You can use my phone.
I would if I could trust you.
What does that mean?
No, Kate. You did a great show. But I know as soon as I walk out of here, you're going to rush over to Sonny and beg his forgiveness.
No, actually, I'll be on the phone to Couture trying to get out my next issue.
Well, that issue will have to go to print without the advertiser.
We had a deal, Trevor. I held up my end of the bargain.
Katie, you are playing with me. Again. And that makes me very disappointed.
I am not going to go over to Sonny's behind your back. I know that you would go to the advertisers and you tell them to pull out. My career is far too important to ruin it over a relationship.
Well, that's a beautiful speech. And I'm going to believe you as soon as you move back to Manhattan. Then we'll talk.
Whatever plans you made for Trevor Lansing, step them up.
What happened?
He's messing with Kate's head. I don't know if it has to do with the magazine or her career, or the fact that he found out that she's coming from Bensoners. But I tell you what, he blackmailed her. He's forced her to break things off with me.
Sorry to hear that.
I mean, he's jerking her around. And the whole time he's like acting like he's everybody's friend. He's being reasonable. You know what? I don't like the man. I want him dead. But I want him to know that I ordered the hit. Do you understand what I'm saying?
We can't kill Trevor Lansing. Not yet.
Jason could care less if I slept with Lucky.
Which I'm sure hurts you even more.
No, I want Lucky because I like being with him.
Oh, and yes, it could also get back at Elizabeth.
Okay, fine. Yeah, it would be a nice bonus, but I do feel better when I'm with Lucky, and it's more than just being attracted. I feel understood.
Oh, come on, just save the rhetoric.
Come on, whether you like to believe it or not, your brother is kind and considerate, and he actually listens to me, and he makes me feel worthwhile. And I would like to do the same for him instead of freezing him out and lying to his face like Elizabeth does.
Okay, look. Dear Alexis's daughter.
Oh,
she's
no,
what?
you are not going to do that. You're not taking the family angle on this one.
All I'm saying is I don't think she would want you to self-destruct like this.
Actually, you know what? Sleeping with Lucky and breaking up his marriage might be the best thing for both of us.
Oh, come on, you don't believe that.
You're getting nowhere, Nicholas. So what's next? Are you going to threaten me? Bribe me? Excuse me. Hey, well, look who it is. Just in time, actually. You're gonna save your brother a trip. Nicholas is gonna warn you what an evil bitch I am.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was just reminding Sam here that you're still a married man.
So what?
So what? So why aren't you at home with your wife?
Because she's not in the mood for me tonight.
Lucky, it takes work to be in a marriage, and you agreed to work on that marriage. You understand?
Just stop defending Elizabeth.
Lucky, you are the one. You said you wanted to stay in the marriage, and now you show up here at Sam's apartment ready to throw it all away?
Stop passing judgment on me and leave her and I alone.
Okay, sorry. You're right. I mean, who am I? Who am I? Just your brother, just some person trying to keep you from wrecking your life yet again. Because things get a little rough at home and you can't keep your pants on.
Well, you know what? Get out. Go. Just get out.
Fine. Fine. You go ahead and you spit on everything you have left. But when it's all gone, don't come crying to me.
I'm sorry, I should have handled this better.
No, you know what? Look, I'm sorry. I'm okay.
No. You know what? My brother has no right passing judgment on us.
I don't think he's passing judgment on us. I think he's passing judgment on me. Okay, your brother thinks I'm seducing you.
Well, maybe I'm ready to be seduced.
Mr. Persky is managed intravenously every 2 hours.
Dr. Dre, how was the surgery?
Your uncle's gonna be just fine.
Oh, thank God. Chris and I were so worried.
Well, don't be. He'll be on his feet, rather on the piano bench and back to giving you lessons so you can get into that music school you're so hot on.
Cool.
Just wait 15 minutes and you can go tell him how happy you are in person.
Thank you, Doctor.
So it sounds like it was a success.
Yeah, we found another tumor when we went in, but I think we got it in time.
Which wouldn't have happened with my course of
You
treatment.
didn't know. Neither did I. I'd still like you to consult on the complications, though. I was thinking maybe we can get some Mr. Chang's and discuss it over dinner or something.
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
You have other plans or something?
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I have some place to be.
I realize it will have to eat the cost of the pages, but it's better to fill the pages with copy than to send it out light. Clarice, just take the photos from the upcoming Cancun designer issue, all right? Fill the empty pages caused by the pullout and... Clarice, I don't want to go into why, okay? Suffice to say, I have to make some changes in my personal life so this will never happen again. I have to go. I've left the gate open and something's gotten in. Please call me with progress. Thank you, Clarice. It's bedtime.
I won't keep you. I just need information on Trevor Lansing.
You know what? You can ask him.
Hey, come on. I'm worried about my brother and my family. Letitia is one innocent death too many. Please help me prevent more.
I can't. Look, I won't, all right? I refuse to be any part of this any longer.
You care about Sonny. I mean, Michael and Morgan are his children.
Yes, but Sonny is perfectly capable of taking care of threats on his own. As so are you, I might add.
I mean, you're the one who's close to Trevor Lansing. Undoubtedly, he told you secrets, shared details about his private life.
Okay, I'm not Trevor's keeper, all right? And I'm not Sonny's savior. I refuse to be any further part of this. I have lost enough.
I seem to have lit a fuse.
You know, you can just show yourself out the way you snuck in.
All right. Think about what I am.
Okay, just go.
Carly called. I spoke to her and the boys. They're still a little shaken up, but they're okay. While the person who killed Letitia is walking around doing whatever the hell he wants. No more. We're gonna send Mr. Zakara a message. Trevor Lansing dies as soon as you can arrange it.
It's not that simple.
You can make
Sonny.
it that simple.
If we're gonna make a show of strength, we need information on Zakara. Trevor Lansing has that information. We're not gonna be able to get it if he's dead.
Jason, why is it when I ask that I want somebody dead, right? I have to defend myself.
Because not too long ago, you told me I was making decisions on pure emotion. This is pure emotion. It's personal for you.
You're damn right it's personal. He ruined my mother's life. He's fronting for my enemy. He's forcing Kate to turn her back on me. I don't like the guy. I want him dead. That's it. Now I'm asking you to do it. I'm not gonna ask you again. I'm just telling you. Do what I need. Please.
Fine, I'll start setting things up. When I'm ready, I'll let you know, and you can give the final word.
Excuse me, sorry about the, obviously wasn't expecting company.
That's okay. It's not like I was planning on moving in. Oh,
God, I'm sorry. Been looking for that. Yeah. What? I can fix us some food. Yeah. Hold on. I got chips, and I got pretzels, and I got cookies.
all the major food groups.
Right. You know what? I don't eat here a lot. I eat on the fly.
It's okay. It's okay. I feel better knowing that I'm out from under the quartermains.
Your bedroom must have been bigger than this entire place.
So what?
Don't get me wrong. You know, those people drive me nuts too, but Lulu, the only reason they're all over you is because they care about you.
Doesn't mean it's okay for them to micromanage my life.
I just don't want you to resent me for putting you up in this dump.
It's okay to be nervous. I'm nervous too. I don't even know if this is gonna work. If it doesn't, just say so. I want you to be honest with me.
Oh, always. So you had fun with the jet ski? You know what? I'll tell you what, next summer, I'll buy you one. Now, I know you want to come home, buddy, but you know what? I'm doing everything I can at the moment. No, we don't know who killed Letitia, but I tell you what, I'll find out, okay, buddy? I promise. Tell Morgan I love him, I love you, and you guys go to sleep, okay? Bye.
Okay. You deserve an explanation for what happened earlier.
No, I'm clear on what happened, but I just want to know why you let him blackmail you instead of letting me help you.
Because you can't help. You can't. In fact, it's the opposite. You're becoming a career liability.
He came at you through the magazine, didn't he?
Couture lost its third largest advertiser, which would have happened if I'd been in my office, supervising personally like I have.
Oh, so it's just a coincidence that you're having trouble on the job at the same time that Trevor is forcing you to stay away from me?
Couture's not a job, Sonny. It's not like working the checkout counter at Fritzy's Market, all right? That magazine, it's my career, it's my dream. Somehow over the summer, I forgot that, and I let things slide, and now I'm padding the pages with photos that aren't supposed to run until February. I'm not gonna let that happen again.
Okay, something's wrong right now, and you are lying to me. Why? Connie?
You know what? Why
Connie?
don't you just call Clary, Sonny? Just call her. Call anyone at the magazine. They are scrambling to cover my incompetence, and
You were not incompetent, though. You're scared.
Okay.
You are scared because you built your life around this damn magazine. And now it's being threatened, and you're panicking.
Okay, that is why that I didn't show up that night we were supposed to run away, because you were stubborn, Sonny. You want what you want, and you won't listen to anyone, and you roll over anyone who gets in your way, and you cannot roll over me. I went after my dream. I did, and I got it, and I'm not gonna lose it because of you.
I could scramble up some eggs for us.
And I could burn some toast to go with it. Or we could order a pizza.
Pepperoni and mushroom?
But sausage and black olive.
Half and half?
Compromise. It's key to any successful relationship. What are you doing? Hiding girls in there or something? So when the pizza arrives, should we eat at the table? Or sit on the couch and eat it out of the box?
Slow down.
I guess I should order the pizza first.
That's not what I meant. This whole thing's going fast.
I was trying to stick it to the Quartermaines when I said I was moving in here. I just blurted it out. I really wasn't planning it. You probably don't even want me here.
That's not what I meant.
You know what? I can just go to Bobby's tonight, and then I can hit up Nicholas for my own wing at Windermere.
Lulu, stop. Okay, just stop jumping to conclusions.
I invited myself over here. I'm just feeling embarrassed.
I want you to be here. I like the idea of you living with me.
We have barely started dating.
Yes. Yeah, I know it's going fast, but hey, maybe I like it like that, okay? So, will you stay with me?
You're not saying that just to be nice.
No. If I didn't mean it, I wouldn't say it. Stay with me, okay?
Okay, it's a deal.
All right. What can I get for you?
I have no idea. Just surprised me.
I haven't seen you in here before.
I didn't know I was coming here. I just left the hospital and started wandering.
Double caramel with a twist of creme de menthe.
Well, that certainly is a surprise.
You know what? Could we get a French roast, steamed milk, and 1 sugar?
Okay.
You remember that?
Of course.
Okay, please just don't be nice to me. I might start crying.
That's okay. You're allowed.
I came over here because I had a fight with Elizabeth and I wanted some company. Okay, I wanted to sleep with you. And that's not fair to you.
Hey. Do you see me complaining? Nothing has to happen here, Lucky.
Where are you going?
I need to relax. So I'm gonna go soak in that. You can join me if you want.
When I first met Patrick, I thought he was the last guy I would be involved with, but I was wrong. I mean, Patrick is funny and smart and arrogant and infuriating, but the more I got to know him, the more I cared about him, you know, even when I didn't want to. But really, I should have known that this would happen.
What do you mean you should have known? What?
Well, I thought that I might be pregnant, on accident, and Patrick freaked out. So it got us talking about where we are in our lives, what we want in the future, and I realized that I might want to have a child someday, and he doesn't. You know, that's kind of a deal breaker.
Kids change everything, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know. But it turns out even thinking about having a child someday was enough to break me and Patrick up. And then I went to the hospital, and there he was, being his typical charming self. We had this disagreement, and then he was nice to me, and then he said, oh, let's order Mr. Chang's, you know, like we used to do, and, well, obviously I couldn't handle it. I mean, I'm a wreck. I'm mad at myself, and I'm mad at the universe because we broke up over a child that I might maybe want to have someday.
Well, if you decide you really want to have a child, I think you should. You know, and if Patrick doesn't want to be a part of it, that's his loss.
You always make things sound so simple.
Just because something's simple doesn't mean you don't hurt.
Well, I thought you left.
Hey.
Hi.
Come in.
Thanks. Sorry to come by so late.
Oh, please.
I just fed Jake, put him down, and he went right to sleep. He's such a good baby.
Yeah, his father should be here to help.
Well, Lucky and I have been having some difficulties.
Yeah. And I think I may have made it worse. I went by Sam's tonight to ask her to back off Lucky.
Nicholas, you didn't have to do that. Lucky's not a teenager.
Yeah, well, he sure is acting like one right now. Anyway, I'm not sure it did any good. Sam wasn't very receptive. And Elizabeth, I have to tell you that Lucky showed up there. We got into it. He's angry that I went to Sam. I told him he was wrecking his life, blah, blah.
And Lucky was still there when you left?
Yes.
And now you think that Sam and Lucky are probably going at it?
Yeah, you say that so calmly.
Doesn't surprise me. I just have to figure out what to do next.
You picked a bad time to come here.
Is Kate around?
Why do you care?
I'm trying to help.
No, you're trying to help yourself. For all I know, you're working for Trevor Lansing or Anthony Zaccara. And you know what? Maybe I should kill you right now.
You don't have...
It'll only take me a couple seconds there,
You
Jerry.
do not have time for that right now.
What do you mean I don't have time for that right now?
Sonny, you have to find your girlfriend. I think she may have been drugged.